Thanks everyone for joining this session. Today I will be speaking about AI in data centers. I'm going to share with you some of the insights about the industry, about the evolution of AI in data centers, where it is today and where we believe it is heading, and the potential evolution, and especially the current opportunities and possibilities to make the whole efficiency and the effectiveness of data center operation better with AI. So very briefly about ourselves, my name is Jeff Safovich. I am CTO at RiT-Tech, and we are very happy to and very proud to provide solutions for data center management for some of the leading, some of the largest data centers around the world. You can see here that we are offering solutions for data center management, both for some local data centers in various regions and also for some global customers such as Goldman Sachs and the London Stock Exchange and many others. And today I will be presenting to you some of the solutions, some of the modules we are offering as part of our ecosystem, as part of our platform. So before we dive into the AI, let me briefly tell you some sort of summary which I prepared to share with you the main challenges experienced in data center management and operation. These are basically the classic challenges, and they are not changing much. They are evolving, definitely, but you can see here I sort of categorized all the main challenges into these four areas of uptime and reliability, the efficiency, the time to service, and the bridging system and silos. Now, behind these four topics, you can see quite a lot of issues which are being addressed, which have to be addressed, such as human errors, such as, of course, the topic of proper addressing the regulations, the legislation, and the compliance, and the resolution time, and in terms of efficiency. So also here we can see the sustainability challenge, which Sarah Peterson just elaborated a lot about in the previous session. And we need to address the energy expenditure and the over-provisioning, underutilization of assets. Now, bridging the silos and systems in a data center is a very common topic being encountered pretty much by any data center, both 10 years ago and even 20 years ago, and so also today. And I will be elaborating on this topic also on the next slides. And eventually the time to service, how we can improve the time to service in terms of doing all the changes, addressing the manual work, challenges in decision-making, and so on. And I also want to briefly share with you some of the industry trends as we recognize them in the data center evolution of the entire industry. So that's quite a complicated slide. I know that it shows a lot of details, but basically we can see various topics, various major shifts in the whole industry, such as capacity growth, which addresses both space and the power density, sustainability challenges, including the reporting, the regulations, but also the efficiency, AI trends, which are changing a lot the whole infrastructure, including the hardware being utilized, including the strategies and approaches for being managed and addressed by the data center. Compliance, co-locations are facing significant challenges in light of all the other shifts in the industry, including new market needs, which they need to address, and new major competition shifts. Enterprises are implementing a lot of these solutions to address these challenges, such as capacity growth and using various LLM models, etc., for new AI implementation within those enterprises. Edge computing, robotics are gradually evolving to take more part within the infrastructure management. Cybersecurity, hybrid, including the workload distribution, sustainability, transparency. And you can see here the traditional challenge of operational effectiveness, which we will speak also in the next slides. So to address all of these challenges, but also the traditional challenges, RiT-Tech came with this new approach to sort of replace or I would even say augment the traditional DSIM. So traditional DSIM was a concept originally introduced by Gartner around 2009. And since then, the challenges in the data center industry, as they saw in the previous slides, did not change much. However, the infrastructure is evolving, the challenges are evolving, and DSIM, we believe, also has to evolve. So we came up with this new approach, which is an evolution of DSIM. We call it UIIM, and we established a very comprehensive group, user forum of industry experts, which together with us are helping to define the current needs, the current requirements within the industry to be addressed by the new technologies, by the new solutions. And UIM basically relies on two major pillars. Now, UIM is a practice. It is not one single solution. It is not one single technology. It is a methodology which comprises a set of approaches and best practices to improve, to address the infrastructure management and operation. And this practice, the UIM, is, as I mentioned, is an evolution of DSIM. It is more comprehensive. It addresses many of the topics which DSIM traditionally was not addressing. And it relies on two major pillars, two major dimensions, if you will, being universal and being intelligent. So any solution which would aim to address comprehensively the infrastructure management and operation, making it more effective and efficient, has to be universal and intelligent, or at least there should be a combination of tools which would offer that. Now, by universal, I'm basically speaking about capability to integrate, to speak with each and every piece of software and hardware within the infrastructure, within the data center, be it the white space or the gray space, be it the facility or the IT. So in terms of universal, a solution like that has to combine between all these different elements to bridge the silos and to facilitate the collaboration among the teams. So that's the universal side of things. It also includes the challenge to provide capabilities to manage the infrastructure for any type of data center, be it enterprise, co-location, edge, dark side, etc. And then you can see the second dimension, the intelligence, which is like the y-axis, which suggests that it is not enough just to integrate all the data together, but in addition to that, you need to leverage all the big data and empower the operators with deep analytics, with intelligent recommendations, with AI and automation. So these two pillars together, the universal and intelligent, can make the infrastructure management more effective and efficient. Now, I would like to very briefly summarize that we are not about slogans and buzzwords. I know that there are some other approaches in the industry speaking about DSIM 1.5, DSIM 2.0, DSIM 3.0, etc. However, if you look into the depth, it does not necessarily come up with the new advanced technologies which would truly change the whole approach or the whole solution to addressing the challenges which exist in the market. Now, these two pillars which I presented in the previous slide, the universal and intelligent, universal is basically all about cross-system orchestration, how to make all the systems being implemented within the environment, such as BMS, such as CMDB, such as ITSM ticketing, such as SCADA systems, such as the integration with all the IT servers and switches, how to make them all talk. So it is not enough to do the integration. The systems need to be able to run cross-system workflows and processes. That is for universal side of things. And the intelligence suggests tools or requirements, or at least the need for more effective and efficient management and operation with modern technologies. So all of that require advanced technologies. It is not enough just to speak about buzzwords like we might have seen, or actually many of us have seen in the prior years in the industry. And today we see a lot of frustration from many operators who implemented some DSIM solutions, but not really realized on the original ROI goals. So UIM requires a true shift, providing more advanced technologies. So let me dive into AI. So what AI is all about today and in the short-term, mid-term, and long-term future. So if we look at the AI today, and I will present you some examples of implementations of these existing today AI solutions, it is mostly focusing to improve the operational efficiency. So already today, we can find in the market some tools which offer advanced technology for predictive analysis, for prescriptive planning, and for tasks automation. A combination of all of those eventually, already today, can make the operational efficiency better, make it more efficient, make it improve the time to service, improve even the reliability and the uptime. And actually, we can find some use cases, and I will share with you some examples of deployment of some of such solutions in the industry today. And we can see the immediate benefit from implementing such tools already today. If we look in the midterm future, we can identify trends which are aiming to provide more than that, which are aiming to provide automated sustainability enhancements, which is not only about recommendations, but will include automated equipment control. This is not really happening too much today yet. There are some initial signs, initial seeds of that in some most advanced environments. And that requires basically an evolution not only of technologists, but also of the trust of the operators to trust in such systems to make such automation possible, to trust that such automation will not only work, but will significantly improve the KPI, the metrics by which the sustainability or the effectiveness or the efficiency are being measured. And also the proactive recommendations, which are not only helping the data center operators, the technicians, the planners, the managers to providing them actionable insights, but proactively on its own, such solutions would come up with recommendations to improve, to make things better, to provide better solutions, to provide better efficiency and better management. And if we look at even longer term future, I believe that eventually we will see how data centers are gradually moving towards autonomous operation, proactive automation, and energy-aware workload management. Now, I believe that eventually this will enable us gradually to improve the reliability even better than it is today, while still optimizing the redundancy. In most cases today, we can find various types of redundancy deployments, which is at least twice N, which means whatever equipment is required, especially in the IT side of things, for redundancy purposes, for eventually for reliability. In most cases, you can see at least twice the equipment being implemented, and that's a huge waste. It's like flying a plane with half of the seats empty. So I believe that eventually, gradually, as the technologies will evolve, we will be able to achieve better reliability while still being able to optimize the redundancy and thus significantly improving the effectiveness and the efficiency, including the energy efficiency and the equipment efficiency, which naturally will significantly improve also the sustainability. But let me also talk a little bit more about the existing AI, about the existing tools. So as mentioned, we can find some AI solutions of the most advanced systems already today being gradually implemented in some data center environments. And it is all about transforming the data center management, making it more intelligent and universal, as we spoke, enhancing the efficiency and the reliability, and enabling smarter decision-making. Now, the key roles of AI and ML today in today's AI tools, as I mentioned, it is mostly about automation of tasks and processes, and about proactive maintenance and recommendations, deep analysis, reporting, and optimization. So all of that is achievable and available to be deployed even today in data center environments. And eventually, we can see these benefits resulting from such deployments. So the uptime and the productivity will rise, sustainability compliance, and I will show you some example of a sustainability management module, which we launched earlier this way, which significantly helps to maintain the ongoing reliable reporting of sustainability, but also to manage and optimize the sustainability efficiency, automation, the reliability of the entire operation, efficiency and time to service. So Expedite Okay, because I see some questions coming up. I will get to them at the end. So Expedite is one of our tools. Actually, it is our strategic solution for data center operations. And Expedite is the platform which we are building to actually realize, to implement the practices of the UIM, of this evolution of this new methodology for more effective and efficient infrastructure management. Expedite basically represents the entire data center. It provides comprehensive management through digital twin, including addressing all the pieces within the infrastructure, including the gray space, the white space. It provides remote visibility capabilities, proactive management, and eventually holistic oversight of the entire operation and the infrastructure. Now, I'm going today to present you 3 of the modules we are offering as part of our solution, which are empowered with existing AI machine learning capabilities, and the value they are providing to data center operations to some of our customers. So the first one I will present to you is the provisioning AI for IT assets. Basically, this module, as I mentioned, is an AI-powered module, which empowers the data center operators to make the whole process of provisioning, the planning of a deployment, of commissioning of IT assets much faster, much more effective, efficient. It not only saves time, but it improves the capacity utilization. The way it works, it is basically a sort of workflow. It's a process. It starts with continuous data collection. As I presented to you in the slide of the UIM, data collection is actually not as trivial as we might think before we get into that, as they say, devil is in the details. So the data collection is a challenge, and it does require advanced technologies. Then there is a request analysis of the particular provisioning request being submitted, such as through ITSM or any other system. Then we see the capacity planning. So where the provisioning AI continuously assesses the existing availability of resources, and it plans the capacity as part of the provisioning requests. It then allocates the resource for that particular request. It even generates the work orders automatically. So basically, the whole provisioning becomes automated based on specific availability of resources and specific requests. And then the whole implementation by the technician is being managed by work orders and work tasks. So eventually, our customers report that this AI automation saves them up to 95% of time in provisioning planning. It decreases significantly the human errors. Naturally, it reduces the stranded capacity, this way maximizing the resource allocation, and it also improves the energy utilization. It optimizes energy utilization and reduces energy consumption. Another module we are currently actually developing, it is still in the build. It's still being in progress. We are developing it, but it actually already works. What it does, it is called Analytics AI, and what it does, it allows the data center operators to chat with your data center. You can basically tell the data center what you want it to do. You can tell your data center solution, data center management software or platform to provide you any information to answer any question. So for example, you can see here, there is an example, a screenshot from our platform, draw a donut showing 10 most popular server models we have in UK in percentage. And this output is automatically generated by automated analysis of the entire data within the asset and the inventory, including the catalog and the models. And it is graphically represented on the fly. So it is all being created on demand by this AI module. And basically, it allows to ask any questions and even to guide it to do some IMEC, move, add, change, and install operations. And then this module will also contribute the business continuity planning, proactive risk management, and anomalies detection. And the next module, which is also powered by AI, we have launched it earlier this year. It is called Sustainability Management. And this module is relying on the comprehensive data collection from all the pieces within the data center. And this module analyzes all the 8 metrics of the ISO AC 30134 series for sustainability reporting. You can see that this module not only represents all the KPI, but it also shows the meaning of these values for each and every KPI. You can see the trend, whether each of these KPI is getting better or worse compared to the preceding year. You can see also some analysis, this visual, this colorful bar showing how good this value is today. And the colors are also being interpreted by AI to assess and to provide some recommendations of what can be done to make some improvement of efficiency. And for each of the KPI, naturally, there are different types of recommendations. And then you can also assess the over time changes, the timeline of each and every KPI, how it is changing during the year. And then you can also assess all the components each and every KPI is comprised of, so that you can assess how it is being actually produced and which other parameters are impacting each and every of these KPI. So behind the scenes, to provide this dashboard, naturally there is deep analysis and the data collection and AI, which is interpreting the results and providing some actionable recommendations. Another question we are often being asked and we are always considering, and this is a question that is, I believe, is very important, is autonomous operation versus human-guided management. How much of AI is it good to put in place compared to human-guided management? So there are pros and cons. Like in each and every domain, we believe there should be a balance, because each of those has its own merits. We see, for example, that AI-powered tools can significantly reduce manual errors. They can improve the real-time analysis and provide AI-powered recommendations. And they provide enhanced capabilities for many topics which human is just not able to do without such tools. However, human intuition is nothing like there is no solution which could replace the human intuition and the expertise, not even AI. So AI can provide its insights and recommendations, but eventually human can take these recommendations into account to make the informed decisions. Also, the flexibility of human-guided management is much higher. They can take into account unforeseen issues, and that can, of course, supersede any AI, definitely ones which exist today. But I believe that this balance will have to be preserved all the time, not only in the short term, but also in the longer term future. So we believe that there should be a balance, and that's why we're constantly working to empower the data center operators with more intelligent tools to make their work more effective and efficient. And the last topic I wanted to present to you is the case study. This is a real world impact of AI in data centers. Basically, these are some of the results we are seeing from our customers and environments which are implementing our solution. So you can see here a reduction of physical inspection, significantly reduction in planning time, reduction of errors, reduction of resolution time, increased utilization of capacities and resources, increased accuracy and time, reduced time to service, reduced energy consumption of up to 20%, reduction of decision-making time, and also extension of assets lifespan. So these are some of the metrics which can see already today, and we are seeing continuous improvement of these metrics over time as the machine learning and AI-based models are becoming more sophisticated and intelligent. The improvement naturally grows as well. So just to summarize the topics we discussed, so UIM, Universal and Intelligent Approach, is a methodology which we recommend to consider for more effective and efficient infrastructure management. I would like to emphasize that AI and ML in data center is not only just a future, it is available today. So if you are interested to start implementing these technologies, it is available. You can start considering and improving the effectiveness and efficiency of your operations with these existing advanced tools today. Balancing automation with human expertise enhances operational efficiency. And eventually, AI-powered system, as we have seen in the previous slide, and as we continuously witness within our customers' environments, are improving the sustainability, optimizing cost of operation, and enabling holistic infrastructure management. That's it. So I'm very happy to answer any questions.
Thanks so much for Jeff. That was fantastic. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly take us straight to questions if I can.
Definitely.
Is it easy to implement integrate AI with our legacy systems in some of the data centers we run? What are some of the challenges we should be aware of?
Okay, so one of the challenges that we're continuously seeing in the real world scenarios is I don't want just to minimize it to the word integration, because it's way beyond integration. It's cross-system orchestration, as we call it. And that does rely initially on the foundation of integration, but it is not just combining the API of all these various systems. It is truly understanding the processes and mapping the whole operation and the workflows being executed to eventually realize the strategy and the policies within the data center. So we work with our customers to map these processes, to map these workflows, and then to integrate all these multiple systems into legacy software and hardware environments and solutions in order to realize this cross-system orchestration. And that does require a lot of experience and advanced technology.
Thank you. And then just going back to sort of what Sarah touched on, we're concerned about some of the deep learning algorithms that operate as black boxes not being transparent, which complicates our legal responsibilities. If we don't know how some of these algorithms are working, how can we be transparent about how we're using people's data?
So and that's a good one. Thank you. Actually, all of the questions are wonderful, but specifically about transparency, there is always this balance. On one hand, one of the differences between AI-powered solutions and I would say classic technologies is that in AI, it is oftentimes much harder to know all the details behind the scenes. In many cases, AI is providing some sort of insights which are hard to trace back, including sustainability reporting, including also actionable recommendations. However, in our projects, when we deploy our solution, we always strive to provide the underlying data and intermediate results. So even if it is not possible to trace all the bits and bytes, it is at least possible to identify intermediate KPI metrics, which would make the decisions much more reasonable, much more based on reality, based on actual numbers, based on actual actionable data. And I believe that in order to make informed decisions, it is not enough just to see a recommendation of AI, that the managers have to be able to get the grasp of the data behind the scenes of the data, behind the actual recommendation. So one of the solutions for that would be to create intermediate KPIs, to create intermediate metrics, and to identify these metrics is one of the challenges in sustainability improvement projects.
Yeah, thank you. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today, Jeff, and for sharing your insight on that. That was fantastic. Thank you.